to tell them that you don't approve of that kind of manipulative behavior is the spam button. So click it, send them a message. You don't need to feel guilty about clicking mark as spam if they're not making it easy for you to unsubscribe.
Good answer. You know, who writes letters these days? I've got a young man. He's homeschooled and he works here part time. He's about 17 years old, and it's such a digital age. I had something I needed sent by snail mail to a person who didn't have email, so I wrote it out and I handed it to him. I said, "Here, mail this." He had no clue how to mail it. He never mailed a letter in his life. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good question from Susan. How can you tell if someone has reported your email as spam?
Great question. If you're using a tool like MailChimp will tell you. Believe me, they will tell you. You'll get a report after every email you send, how many people unsubscribed and how many people marked you as spam. And if too many people mark you as spam, MailChimp will slap you on the wrist. Well, no, first they warn you, then they slap you on the wrist, and then the third strike, they kick you out. So now you're allowed one spam report per 1,000 subscribers. That's considered acceptable. And so if you have 2,000 subscribers and one person marks you as spam, no problem. If you have 2,000 subscribers and 3 people mark you as spam every time you send an email, then you've got a problem. But if you have a double opt-in list, the amount of spam reports you're going to get will be typically one person out of every 10,000 subscribers if it's double opt-in. If you're using a program like Outlook, you can't tell, which is another reason why I don't like Outlook for email marketing.
Okay, a follow-up question to that. I think you just answered in a way. She says, if you don't have MailChimp, how can you tell? You mentioned that if you have Outlook or whatever, but I don't know what Susan's using, so you might want to clarify that question for Susan.
Yeah, Constant Contact and the other A-grade email marketing programs will tell you. But if you want to be a professional, you have to use professional tools, which means using either Constant Contact, Aweber, MailChimp, iContact, or Vertical Response. And you can compare those and see which ones you like the best. There are others, but those are the A shelf. There's a B shelf that's still good, but not quite as well-known and reputable.
Okay, I started using Contact a while back after being harassed by my tech support department for sending out my plain text